So, obviously, while this is going on, Forerunner has announced a massive patch on the way, and this is some really interesting stuff I want to talk about. So let's dive into this, and then we'll have another look at how the Immortal Codex is going. Do keep engaging with us in the chat.
Hang on, while we're talking about it, actually, I've got to do something. So I am just at this moment in time, boom, there we go. Right, I've just done some terrible runs on Matrix.
Okay.
There we go. So, but we'll come to that later. So I just needed to get a snapshot of that, and we'll come to that later.
I'm going.
Kin.
How's that?
Kin.
Can you hear me now?
Now. Is that helping?
No, just Mystical being a dick. Oh boy.
Aye.
Bugs in the system, always the way. Perfect.
Right, so I think the first one in this is quite telling, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they've added the Conqueror's Challenge mode to Immortal Codex. Now the next Immortal Codex starts in what, 9 or 10 days, doesn't it? Something like that?
Yeah.
Now last time they timed this new one with release of the patch on global. So is it a fair assumption that this is when the patch is going to drop on global?
It's a good
Is that
indicator.
our guess?
Definitely. It's definitely a good indicator that could be when it would be.
That's my sort of take on it, really. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what they did last time.
Yeah, they don't like to give
in-game
Forerunners preview of content anymore. So you won't just want to drop over to Immortal Codex. So Immortal Codex, here we go. 8 days, 10 hours. So
Yeah.
it would probably be at exactly the same time because that's what happened last time. So yeah, it sounds like we're getting a new challenge boss, which is going to be interesting.
But she's new, isn't she?
Yeah,
From what I can read, that's... And look what happened last time they did that.
Oh yeah. So opportunity.
We haven't
for
seen him
bugs
since,
galore.
have we? We haven't seen him since. And then the one after that is really interesting.
Yeah. And yes, so finally, the final stages of faction trials are coming. So we've got Star Piercers up to 18. So all of you with Lady Alexandra and all of your other overpowered marksmen are going to have an opportunity to let them loose. To chew through these remaining stages. I imagine they're going to be pretty brutal because they're going to be wanting to make people who have these units really suffer.
And basic trial as well.
And basic trial, yeah. But honestly,
I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't see that coming at all.
Especially considering
there was no news about it or anything like that. It was just boom, all of a sudden that was in there, and I thought, oh, that's weird. I didn't see that coming at all. No, didn't have that on the radar. I just thought they had forgotten about it, and that was it. But yeah, nice to see.
I mean, since you get the tokens for that from the Easter Terror trials as well, it's not like one that anyone's really hurting for. So it's not exactly something that people are really clamoring, saying, "I need more of these." Basic tokens.
Yeah. But we're still missing the 2 new factions, aren't we? I assume that is the
Chaotic
Arbiters and Chaos. I assume, but there was all sorts of rumours on the roadmap of a new faction coming, so whether that's tied in there as well or not, if that's one of the 2, who knows. And also there's nothing about, and that'd be the first thing to look at, is the rewards on there. Now Dev Insights a while ago did say that the final reward for doing all of your faction trials,
special hero,
boom, special hero. Now I haven't seen any special heroes either, so another source of rings.
Joe, that's a really good point. They're a really good source of the faction rings, so it is a good chance that we'll be getting more from them.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the faction trials, and it's nice to see they've done stuff with it and they're adding more factions in there. But where that hero will be and what the hero will be, that's unknown. at the moment.
Yeah. I'd really hate to see a faction trial for a brand new faction come out right now, because unless they're going to reallocate a load of heroes as dual faction, which they kind of hinted at, it's going to be near impossible unless you completely wail out as soon as the faction comes out to have any chance of making progress in it.
Yeah, you'd need to have a really good limited banner, wouldn't you? And a good limited hero for people to be able to say, I can achieve to do this. But
yeah,
the other thing, is that for faction trials? Yeah, so I don't know which faction it's going to be. I assume it is Arbiters and Chaos, but it could be this new faction. Who knows? Interesting times ahead.
Indeed. Talking of that, so they're finally doing something with the demonic trials. So they're going to add some extra stuff. So they're doing these endless ascent stages where you're going to be able to use your own units in order to progress through those. I'm assuming it's going to be like Tower, but for demons. So that could be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I wonder. Because last time, didn't they? Or the demonic crusade they've got all sorts of weird traps and things laid out, haven't they? You have to go one way round it to let off the traps to go another way, and all sorts of things like. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic little game mode. Really enjoyed it. And then they gave us GVG.
Yeah, I really love some of these stages in here. I think this one was quite fun because you had to go one way to take out some of the units and then go the other way to take out the other units and get through. Which is really good. It looks like they may have tweaked some of the units on that. Stage 3. This was the one with the bombs where you had to come down, take out these two to take out to chain reaction to take a life off Toreador.
Yeah, something like that.
Here, so you get through Orin and then blow up the next bomb in order to take out the second life on Toreador.
And there was all sorts of rules, wasn't there, for the stars? You could only take so many or something like that, couldn't you? And I really enjoyed it. So I'm really looking forward to this. Will be fantastic news when this comes out.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing how they play with it, especially considering they've already had such interesting mechanics that they could have played with here, and they just kind of abandoned it because they kind of ran out of ideas almost. So yeah, looking forward to see how they take that on. And obviously it'll be new. There's going to be new opportunities to get stuff for the demon shop, because I imagine what they'll do is they'll do demon shop currency as one of the things in there. So obviously demon shop, and that gives you access to all of these new units. So, or just save them up for the lords because they are super expensive.
I'm still saving up for Lady A at the moment, so hopefully in a few months, 30 weeks or so, I should have her. So that's a bonus.
Yeah, making progress. Now the next one. The next one's going to be controversial, and it's really going to be interesting. Because so far in Matrix, everyone has been working really, really hard to keep the stacks as low as possible. Because if you get the stacks get too high, it's impossible to survive. It's not. It kind of comes to a combination of you can't kill the units, so you can't score, and the damage output is much higher, and so it's much harder to survive. Do you want to have your say on this?
Okay, so just before we started this, I done my Matrix runs and I screenshotted what my score. I will on Wednesday, I want to say. This is what, Tuesday this comes out, isn't it? So it's Wednesday morning for us, is that right? So don't do your Matrix runs if you're on the Forerunner before this, or do it before this if you're worried, I suppose, is the other option. Because I don't know when you're going to start and how much of a bonus you're going to get, and to level it out, are they going to say early on that you're going to score less points, so on average everyone is the same?
What I would hope is what we've got at the moment is kind of like the baseline number of points that you get, and then as the stacks go up, the number of points you get increases. But it's at what threshold they start ramping in order to make it better. Because it's going to have two effects. Because one, it's going to allow people to do different combinations of units to maybe try some different things and worry less about the stacks. But at the same time, it may mean that people's scores are going up. So that 250k ultimate terminus chest.
Are all scores going to go up?
Maybe. I mean, obviously the inverse potentially is true. That by having they start from a lower threshold and then they ramp up to a point where it becomes more. You can get more of them. So, but yeah. It's at what point the crossover is and whether scores will go up or whether they'll stay the same.
Or get lower.
Yeah.
So will they have a lower threshold at the beginning so your points aren't as much as what they are now to make sure the average of what we're getting remains the same? So the bulk of players won't see a change, but those at the bottom end would score less. I can't imagine that being true, but sometimes I just worry about what they're actually doing. But I assume, or I think, or I hope that everyone's going to get a slight jump in score, and that'd be nice. I assume. I guess I don't. There'll be someone who's upset by it, but there you go.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. I'm a little nervous to see what comes out. I would definitely like to get my score to go up because I've just hit that 200k threshold. It doesn't want to balance out nicely. Okay, the score. I've just got my 200k threshold, and I'd obviously like to push higher. I'm not likely to get 250k unless I get a number of awakenings or some god tier gear anytime soon. But then that would screw me on the stacks anyway, because it would start doing something random and my scores would go to pot. But I mean, Matrix is a really weird game mode anyway. You put better gear on a unit and your mech fragments go down. Now maybe what this is hoping to counteract is the fact that to fix that. So I have, because I have a really nice set of gear that I really want to put on some units, and if I put it on, my stacks go down. And so like I got 3 really nice Hell's Lament pieces that I can put on Mina, but if I put 3 Hell's Lament pieces, crit damage pieces on Mina, my score goes down. So I have to take one of them off and I had to put 1 attack on just to kind of balance it out and get a higher score. So hopefully somewhere in all this mix we'll get a balance, but we won't know until Wednesday. Wednesday. It's going to be really interesting over the next couple of days.
But then you'll redo your score when you go Orim as well anyway, and then that'll be it, won't it?
Yeah, indeed, because he's looking to be really, really powerful from what I've heard. When you've got people like Artisan and Chaddy saying that he's a really strong unit and you really want to go for him, I think it's going to be definitely something to chase.
Maybe, yeah. I haven't really played around with him yet. I only had a little go. I mean, yeah, as you know, I've got builders in at the moment, so life is a bit hit and miss. I think tomorrow I haven't got electricity at all, so that's just they're coming round to do the second fittings. So I mean, the fuse board's got to be fitted onto the old one's got to be taken off. So that's it. Yeah, no electricity.
Awesome.
Which,
just as well, GVG. We're on a GVG pause at the moment.
It is, and it's the day before the awakening happens, so that the patch drops. So at least there's those small bonuses going on. But it means I haven't had as much time on the test server as I wanted. What was weird about it is he doesn't hit airborne though.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting.
And yet he does fly about.
Magda flies about. She's got literally got wings and can't hit air. So he's not the only unit who does it. And there's another one as well who I can't remember. Yeah, Karen Jade, it is really, really weird where if you're too powerful, you can't crack it. So maybe maybe things will balance out. So,
A new mechanic on top.
yeah. Well, we'll get to that in later in the patch notes, because they are changing it again. Rather than putting all the Matrix stuff into one like bubble, they drip fed it throughout the patch notes on this. So stick with us. We are coming back to Matrix in a little bit when they talk about the gear changes. Right, so a couple of little tweaks in terms of tags. So they've added a skill icon for Abyssal Favor.
Nothing about these I don't like.
No, it's really good. Skill icon effect for Monkey Business. That's now the third icon that Sun Wukong is going to have, because he's already got one for his boss stacks that go up by 1% for every time he attacks an epic or a lord or a boss.
Next is going to be Ivar, so you know how many blades he's got.
Oh, thank God, please. That has been on my wish list for so long.
They've noticed and fixed that
Sulkadins
and Valetta's healing people they shouldn't be, so they fixed that. And I really like the last one. The last one is absolutely fantastic. So all those times you've had to put Volker in to see what's actually happening, then that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, that's really good. That's a really useful one, because it basically lets you know which gear will work with Infernal Roar. I know it's kind of dropping out of the desired sets in favour of the tier 3 gear these days, but it is still really useful to have access to as a overall piece of information, because it helps you as a player know what's going on. View details. So this is obviously something that you're going to get at the end of a battle, that you have your current damage stats, which is all really pretty basic, and it tells you sort of like damage done, damage received, healing done. Now, I understand from speaking to someone on TS who's on TS in passing, mentioned that they'd seen this thing and it's really, really good. So
I've got my fingers crossed it's going to be good.
Yeah, so hopefully this will be a really nice feature, and we'll be able to show it off to you next week.
I'll tell you what isn't a nice feature.
Go ahead.
Is that text that keeps running across the bloody top of our screens at the moment. Turn it off.
Ingrid. Yeah, so I think I've seen at least 3 suggestions about it. I've seen one content creator said they're not doing a stream today because it's so bloody annoying. It's it's really irritating. It will soon be awakened. It is awakened. We're just like at the next threshold, and it's not even that close. Oh dear. Right. View details. So you can now view a breakdown of effective damage and overkill damage, as well as effective healing and overhealing. Which, I don't know. I guess overhealing kind of gives you an indication if you're running someone with shields, but shields will technically always be overhealing in most cases.
No, I think it's nice, because then you know if you're overhealing, you can swap out healing stats for other things, can't you? And also you should be able to see if you can drop a bit more speed on someone to put in other stats. Because generically for me, I run speed on my healers as a middle stat. I run straight at speed. I think I get more healing out of them by healing more often than bigger heals. So it'd be interesting to see that for me. Maybe I'll be able to get healing
more
speed
tuned in,
but somewhere else. I think that's hopefully that will come in. Looking forward to it.
The only caveat with this is, in order to get this information, you have to do the run fresh. You can't use an auto battle.
Yes.
So you can't go, I'll fine tune my Abyss team based on the saved score. It's like, no, it's not going to let you do that. You have to go through and fight it fresh. So just a word of warning on that.
I won't be that bothered about it. Abyss team works, and not touching it. That is that'll be my take on it.
Okay, so we're back to the Demon Soldiers. So the Demon Soldier training stages and Demonic Crusade stages have increased. So if you've completed all of the current quests in the Demon Trials, you're going to get some more stuff in your inbox. I imagine it's probably going to be a load of demonic coins. Optimize the team-saving mechanics of Matrix 1. Now, as I said, we were coming back to Matrix. So when gear is updated, the exact hero and gear attributes at that time are fully saved. It's hard locked. This is like GVG gear lock. Okay? But it's kind of like, you kind of have it at the moment. But what it currently does is if you awaken gear or you run an enhancement on the gear, that auto trickles through, and then you can just come back in and hit refresh and see the effects of the changes. It's not going to work like that anymore. How do you feel about that? Because I found it really quite useful. It's like, I could apply a spider gem, see my effect scores, see if it works, see if I then need to roll to a different piece or do something else. I'm a little bit conflicted about this. I kind of understand it, but I don't love it.
I don't know. I think they're just clearing up stuff, aren't they, as opposed to a massive change on it. I mean, I'm not that bothered by it. Maybe you do have an issue with trying to fine-tune things that much. Maybe you're just odd.
I'm probably not. I mean, everyone who's really pushing to fine-tune this.
I'll probably min-maxing stuff. Trying these fine-tuning ideas, but for me, and I should imagine the bulk of the player base, it won't make a blind bit of difference at all.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Okay, so they increased the exchange limit of the Mystery Demon Chins and Gear Recasting Hammer in the Awakening Shop. So at the moment, these are pretty limited. I think it's three recasting hammers. No, wrong one. This one. So yeah, there's 2 hammers, and it's 3 chests at. Or is it 2? No, it's 1 chest at purple and 2 chests at gold. But it's 400 purple stones awakening coins.
Yeah. Okay. It's not much. It's a little something, but they are. I think what's nice about this, or what this shows, is they are looking at the shops and keeping a general eye on them. And every patch now, I think we're getting a little tweak in the shops, aren't we? Nothing major, just a little bit here and a little bit there, which is nice to see they're doing. And there's more coming next time as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, they did the gear. They added some new stuff to the Gear Dungeon shop last time with the Awakening Hammer, and they messed around with. They increased the number of fragments you could buy there, and I think they added in a level. Was it a level 4 they added in as well? Mm-hmm. So
I believe so. Yeah,
they've definitely made some changes to what's available, and they are trying to keep it a bit fresh in terms of responding to what the players are after. I think what most players are after at the moment is gold, because in refining gear is just so expensive.
Yeah, what did they? That's been upped as well, isn't it? That is being upped, isn't it? Are you just coming on to that, are we?
Yes, we are.
Perfect
segue.
Arena.
Almost.
Arena. You've missed it by one.
Oh, shucks. Okay, so Arena reset rules. So they're now stopping it to stop last-minute sniping in Arena. So basically, the rankings will lock 10 seconds before reset. So you can't have someone coming in at the last second, or even starting a battle in the last 10 seconds of Arena. Before reset and getting the win and pushing them, getting those final points to keep them in their barrier. So you're going to have to get your attacks in earlier. which been going pretty well for you. You've been having a bit of a storming week in Arena this week, haven't you?
Yeah, this week, yeah. I'm doing all right, yeah. Whether that will last or not, I don't know. But I'm at a distinct disadvantage, aren't I? Or advantage, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah. Because everyone can tell who I am, can't they?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Joe. I mean, I think it does have the potential to shift that phase, but maybe they're hoping that by shifting it, they'll stop it. And it is only 10 seconds, so honestly, I don't even know if it's going to have that much impact at the end of the day. Because if someone was being... Yeah, it's whether someone could try and time it so that they paused their battle so that they were finishing at 11:59:48, so that by the time they committed the score into the system, no one could overwrite what they've got. You could, but then you're like dealing with lag and all sorts of things.
Is that what it's for, or are they? Is this back to the arena boosting?
I don't know if arena boost. Well, I did hear that there are still some arena boosting going on again, so maybe again they're trying to stop arena boosting. But I think they've made a lot of headway on that with the reducing the number of times that people can attack a team in one go. But it's not a topic I've been following closely for some time.
It's also not a topic that's going to affect me.
Only if you're going for top one.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I should imagine those players in the top. It'd be nice to hear or have a chat with them. I should imagine in the last 5 minutes or something, there's a massive movement, isn't there, within the top 10 or something like that?
There probably is. I mean, at the moment,
I might sit down one day and just watch it and refresh the leaderboard to see what's happening on it. You know, come back out, refresh it.
2600, 2589, 2549. So sorry guys, we are on the Forerunner server, so the scores here are lower than they are on the global servers because you have a smaller population. So you don't necessarily see the 2,800 scores that you might see on global, but yeah, I mean, there's still about 200 points between them. The top 3, top 5 are kind of all pretty close. Yeah. Will be interesting to see if it has any impact on the majority of the player base. Right. Okay. So,
now,
gold.
Do you have an issue with gold?
Gold, yes. Gold is something which has been a real problem recently. I know that Jaddy put out a video. It was Dr. D's put out a video complaining about the level of gold that's available recently, and this kind of tags plays. Is it an issue? It is an issue because
why?
Because
I'll play devil's advocate. You've got somewhere you can go and farm gold. Why don't you go and farm it?
Because the cost for farming gold is ridiculously high. I mean, if you go to the gold raids, you are looking at 28 to 30 energy for not
Why aren't you doing stage 9?
Because it's...
Why haven't you done campaign? Why haven't you lazy ass?
I'm very close. My campaign it is like 2. I'm 1 stage behind, so I just need to be bothered to take on that boss. And I mean the rewards from Gold Farm aren't great. I mean, in order to get anything out of it, you've really got to be running Reeve. You've got to be running the gold boost. You've got to be running. You need to have Razak as well in your squads. I mean, return on investment is shocking. It is absolutely shocking. So it is something that no one wants to do because it is so poor. Now,
I don't want to do it, but I mean, there's an option for you to get gold, isn't there?
Yeah, but
you might not like the option.
Now, ages back, they decided that players had too much gold, and so they pushed up the cost of running experience raids and gold raids. Now, one thing they could do would be to reduce the cost down again to make it in players' interest to run those gold raids, because especially with the changes they've made to the energy cap and the number of potions you can buy, having a limited access to a resource that to farm those things does make it less desirable, and you want to put that energy into farming gear. Gear cleansing is not as bad as it once was because of the fact we've now got all of the presets. So for example, you've got your recommendation gears, and then once you set those plans and you can do a bulk organizing, and you do, I don't know, not bulk enhancement, but like bulk sell, because I know he's desperate for me to click bulk sell. And then you do your quick select, and you can include your enhanced gear. So if you've got gear, you've updated your gear and you don't want it anymore, then you can like get rid of a lot of it. Now that doesn't get.
Might have to check that. Might have to check that later. I wonder if I can put something on a gear plan and save someone on a gear plan and then sell their gear from under them.
It disappears.
Does it? You've already done it. That's not nice, is it? So if I want to use...
No, exclusive gear is a pain in the arse. I do recognise that.
So if I want to use soul stones, I've got to type confirm in. But if I want to sell gear I'm using that's attached to a team, then I don't. No, it just disappears.
It just disappears, is my understanding.
Okay.
But yeah, got to type those confirms in to make sure you don't.
You like them, don't you? You do like them.
I haven't had a soul stone for a while, but yes, it does irritate me.
So anyway, assuming we don't want to do the gear farming, gold farming, is there another way I can get gear?
So currently, the Empyrean Trove in Malric's Halls of Illusion, they're going to increase. So the chests from Malric's Halls are going to be increased. Currently, they drop between like 30 and 50k. Hopefully, they'll push that up to an amount which is significantly improved to kind of make things better.
Be interesting to see how much they push it up by. I suppose that's about it. And also how often people are going to start running it. Is there a drop off on people running the halls then, is there?
Well, no, because I mean, you're still capped at 200 runs a month.
No, I mean, generically, do we think there's a drop of people doing them?
I don't
Is this to tie in with people pushing on to do them or get them done?
No, because I mean, there's still the primary source of your high quality enhancements, and that's the difference between good gear and god tier gear at this stage of the game, at the end game, and you just need to have access to these. I have horrible ones, Andrew. I'm not doing. I will do them one day, but I just need more awakenings. They're just horrible, most of them. I'm working my way through my backlog. I had too many. It's because I knew I had a stage. I had the Odyssey quest coming up where I had to do 50 runs of level 3+, and so I was like holding on to a stash of level 3s. And then I got sidetracked and held on to my level 1 and 2s as well. And so I had a massive backlog. But I'm making a dent in everything recently. So it's getting better.
So to that end, don't use your Malric's trials now if you're on global. And short of gold.
Yeah. Still too loud. Okay, fine. There you go. It's off.
Fixed.
There's no tab with music on. I've just turned it off. Right. Where were we? Right. So they're now doing something to stop people being harassed in DMs. You need to be at level 30, so that's quite far into the campaign. That's beyond, I think, sort of like campaign 3 or 4. You've got to be quite a long way in before we can start DMing messages. Adding new items.
Why not?
Yeah, it is good because some people have been complaining. So, but other people have been complaining that the Immortal Codex shop needs a refresh, which is true because it's currently only got gems and some ancients in it, so that people want to buy. Everything else is a little bit out of date, so it's really good that they're updating that. Optimized visual effects, colors of some guild boss rewards. Great, I guess.
It's good.
Added skins and a skin changing feature to the trading hall in the camp. Okay. Oh, so the trading hall. So
yeah.
So this now this is
yeah, there's going to be skins in there, and also it says there's going to be new events that tie into this for skins in the game. So this is a whole revamp of skins and things. Now, for me, I'm not overly bothered by skins, but some people do like collecting them.
Yeah. Although, in order to get the Morrigan skin, you're going to have to be something of a whale because it looks like she's going to be a leaderboard reward for the upcoming War of Fates. So
no, it's the other way around. It's forced on you if you don't get high enough on them.
Oh dear.
It's a permanent fix for you unless you get above a threshold.
No, surely that's Aspen in a thong is what you get if you don't score high enough.
The Furby Lynx in a bikini, yeah. Right,
yeah.
We'll jump off this, shall we, before we get sidetracked again, yeah? Right.
Before we get sidetracked off this. Okay, so... so, yeah, just to confirm that. So, where is it? War of Fates. It's hiding again. War of Fates. It is shown here as the Morrigan skin is going to be a ranking reward for the War of Fates. So you need to score in the top whatever in order to be on that to have a chance of getting it. But everything else remains the same. Now, Siege of Tya. Let's have a look at where we are now. Is this going to work at all?
Yeah, we go to the shop and just see we've smashed a load of tiles. Job done. We're out of it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much my take on it, to be honest. So where
are
wow,
we have done. So the Titan Titan meteorites.
How many tiles have we done?
128.
128. There's only 350 in total, isn't there? 370.
Yeah. 350 is to get access to the gold.
So that's a nice way round to do it, as opposed to gold at the top, which no one wants, or loads of people want now. Sort of depends how you are. But
well, interestingly, there's two bunches of gold. There's one at 275 and one at 350. So there is going to be an opportunity to get more gold if you get to the 350 and you save up your rewards to get access to those 100 coin ones, as opposed to the that's 10,000 drop.
Yes, it's a price difference in them.
Yeah.
So the 100 is 1.
Yeah, and 1,000 times more, and there's 1,000 times more. Yeah, it's the same amount of money. They've just phrased it differently. But if you're going to have leftover tokens, then that'll be a nice way of using them up.
These are reduced to 1, aren't they? So you can just get rid of them anyhow you like. It's nice and easy. So that's quite good. But 350 tiles, we've done 128 of them in 3 days.
Yeah.
That looks to me like we're smash it.
Well, the challenge is going to be the bosses. I mean, we're at 12% so far on Solkadin.
Yeah, but they will go down faster when all the buffs are collected, aren't they? By the time you collect all the buffs.
All the buffs are now active. I think with the exception of
the ones on the right-hand side.
Yeah, and the Hex buff, which I believe the Hex one only applies to marksman, and the Toreador one is a stun. But so far, we haven't seen that much in the way of ground units, so they're not really limiting us progress on the bosses. So in terms of making progress on the bosses, we've got everything we need. And we're 23% on Twin Fiend, but it's still a long way to go. And morale is so tight. Yeah, and I think it does seem to be that there's a lot of people who are hunting every single tile first rather than trying to focus on the bosses.
Doesn't bother me. I assume that they've got a lowish level account and they're hunting for cheap or easier ones they can do, which is fine if that's how they want to use their morale. I'd rather they use it on weird tiles than not use it at all. And then I can use mine by doing the boss, would be my take on it. If I haven't got to go around purifying stuff all the time or dispatching heroes, then fantastic. With my morale, I'll stick to using it on the boss. But it does give a place where a low level account can quite happily go and do that without any issues.
And are you just adding your own background music in now because you're feeling like you're missing out? You're just singing along. Okay. Yeah, but overall, I think the event's been quite good. I think the way they've had the bosses sort of have stages. Do remember, if you're doing the Ingrid War Foundry, you can put 200 diamonds in a way. You can have for 200 diamonds, you can get 3 gems. 3 summon stones. So it's not bad doing. Is it worth putting 1,000 in every day? Probably not. But definitely for 200 gems, it's better value than buying it from the shop. And any leftover food you've got, throw it into Orin, because that's going to be the deciding factor for us, I think, in beating these bosses, is making sure we've got this maintained. You'd like more morale or a lower cost so we can have a bit more interaction. Yeah, I agree. They have been quite limiting on the morale, but I guess some of that is that they want it to last over the 8 days. I think
if we had any more, we would smash it even quicker, because I think this is going to be done with about 3 days spare, would be my guess, 2 or 3 days spare.
Okay.
And I think they want to get longevity out of it.
I did hear that when they ran it on the Chinese server, they had to extend the event by a couple of days.
Yeah.
So
that's good. They're willing to do that.
Thank you, Karen Shade. Yeah, do please remember to like the stream. Try and get more interaction here. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because it does help grow the channel.
2. I'm one of them. Jeez. Hey, have you not done your own podcast?
No, I can't do it. My phone is here, screen is there. If I go to YouTube, then you disappear again. We already had enough bugs on this stream.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, so it is a. I think, yeah, just a few more morale codes from the bosses. Sorry, from the devs would be good. I did beg for one in the Creators Oasis earlier today, but I didn't get a response. So
I'm the other one.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think would be fine. What are you getting from the shop then? Because I think the shop-wise, pretty generous, aren't they? I was concerned about getting the 15k really to start with. So should it all go well, then you get the hero pack. But I smashed 15k in a few days.
Yeah, I mean, I've had so many tokens. So it's just kind of absolute. I've forgotten about the special. I've only been looking at the special tag. I've not even looked at the normal one.
There's some good stuff in the normal one, to be honest.
What I've gone for is I've focused on the summons. So I've gone for the rares, I've gone for the ancients, I've gone for the legendary.
Need any ancients?
Do I need any ancients? I've got 66 ready for Orin to come, and I'm pretty close to Pity, so I've got a chance of getting him.
Will that get you across the line on your pity summon then, will it?
Yeah, it will. So I've got
Okay, so
I've got about 30 something. So
you're getting another copy of Ajax then, yeah?
I haven't. Well, maybe I'll finally get Ymrit, eh? But yeah, in terms of other stuff, I'll have to see how I'm doing in terms of coins, but I'll probably get the fabrics and the meteorite because it then saves me from farming it, and I can use energy on other stuff.
Auto battle for bosses, yes, that would help. That would clear the bosses up a lot quicker, because it is annoying. You have to sit there for 5 minutes. I say that. Yeah. I mean, I sit there for a 2 or 3 minutes trying to get a team up, and when I've placed them down, I go off and do something else for a couple of minutes and come back later. But there you go.
Yeah, my Ymrit is definitely holding back my Honora. And the fact he's recently had a buff, so he's now back to being good in GVG again. So, and there's lots of other places he's probably becoming useful as well. There's some people suggesting that he might work really well with Orin, so because of his multiple vulnerabilities that he throws out. But yeah, for me, from the shop, obviously the Hero Pact, go away. And the variant gems would definitely be things to focus on. So that's 22k, a bit short at the moment.
Singular. Variant gem.
Variant gem.
Singular. Let's not get carried away there. I have to say, variant gem news. Have you read Dev Insights?
Yeah, I did see it. You've read it more recently than I have. Go for it.
So variant gems. Someone said, "Can we have something to tell us which variant gems are stackable with each other?" And they said they are going to do something. And then, sadly, they said in the future. Now, what the future is, I don't know, which is somewhat annoying. But it is nice to actually get which variant items will be stackable with.
Yeah, because I have two of these Summon Mastery. I actually have multiple copies of the Summon Mastery variant, both on weapons and bangles. So it would be interesting to know whether I could run both of those pieces of gear into the next phase of my summoners. Make sure they get even more power going out from them.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because that is one of the ones that will work with Honora because it's on her before
she does her
labor appears, so you can get it to apply. It does sound a bit like an 18 cartoon.
But what you need to make your Honora more powerful is like a Yermit.
Yes, I do, and I don't have one, so. Yeah, it's like all of those. Oh, it's a really easy strategy to do this stage. You just need Ymrit.
Yeah, and the problem is with ancient summons coming round, there are going to be some massively disappointed people.
Yeah, definitely. Thank God I can't get a Giselle on a Lord Pity. So if I get her along the way, I don't care. But I just would not be pleased getting her on Lord Pity. But I don't know. It's a difficult one. There's more and more ancients coming out, and it's getting harder and harder to sometimes get them from the pool. So I'm definitely on about 130. I've got 66 in the bank, so that should get me over the line for next week with Orin, especially after the Titanic Ruins. They give us Titanic. What's this? Why they give us T2 gear which can't be upgraded instead of T2 gear which can be upgraded to T2? Now that's a really interesting point. Going back to the shop, what they've got like T2 gear in the shop.
Not all of it. They haven't put Undying Savage in there, have they?
No, well, no. But in the Siege of Tya shop, you can get like
All right.
the Immortal
Yes.
Warrior and the fighter gear, and it's like, but why do I want that? There's better gear already.
Yeah, it's not something I would pick.
Yeah, it's definitely not something I would pick. Anyway, um, but overall, I quite like the variation in the gear. Sorry, variation in the event, because there is definitely there's a number of stages. Even though some of them are rated as hell, maybe it's just my account. Maybe it's the fact that all the buffs are now in place. I haven't found any of them overwhelming. Um, but yeah, I think if the worst part is if you're doing the boss fight and you can't find anyone and it throws you in with a couple of random bots which are
Just
level
select the ones.
60.
Why don't you just select them? Select them.
Select what?
Right. Go to the siege.
Don't have enough energy to go in. It won't let
Oh,
me.
you right. So when you go to the siege, there's a tab just under the inform thing, and you can select people from there.
Oh
You've got
yeah, I
players
did.
memoria, so you can select who you want from there. Don't get a load of people with level 60 stuff.
No, so yeah, insufficient morale. So I don't have enough to
Oh,
do it.
I can't
Uh,
believe you came here with insufficient morale.
oh no,
Terrible.
how dare I be an unprepared CC? Um, But yeah, I think now the community's like rallied and we've got all the key buffs. I think things are going to make progress. Twin Fiend's gone from 20 to 24%, even just while we've been on stream. So the bosses are going down a lot faster. People are charging away towards Lord Finno in the corner as well. So
Yeah, I think it's a nice event. Really well
yeah,
done.
yeah.
Ye-
I think some people are a little nervous of repeats
I
of these
don't.
events.
I would like to see more of them. Okay, right. Quick one on the Memora. So if you go to the invite and you go to the Memora, if you click on the little magnifying glass on the top left of someone's icon, you can see their team. So that is quite helpful. It gives you their BP and the team that they've set out with. So that's quite nice. I did get a team of 3 people once, and I thought, well, I'm not using you, so I think that's quite nice. But the event-wise, I think it's nice to see
Yeah,
younger accounts being able to do and take part in this, as opposed to it's not all whale orientated. So I think that's quite nice for me.
yeah, I think that even though it's the bosses are very much gated towards the end game accounts,
Yeah,
there's plenty for other players to get involved with.
and everyone gets the rewards.
Exactly. So
If you've got a young account, you're getting some massive rewards out of this, aren't you?
definitely.
You're, you're supercharging your account, aren't you?
Hello. Have to last another 55 minutes. Yeah, that's not happening. I've work tomorrow. This isn't my job, people. Right. What else do we want to cover? I I think. Oh, there we go. It did work. I think yeah, it's just the final push towards Ezereth could be a challenge. They have actually found the bridge now. They're not trying to like cross the water. There was people trying to take the boat the other day, so I guess we're
What?
making some progress.
Head towards the boat. It's all tiles to claim. It
Yeah,
opens more up in the shop.
it does. It does, but yeah, we'll have to see how things progress. I think people are just concerned at the moment because they know how much energy it's taking to take down these bosses, and they're seeing a lot of people sort of progressing against random tiles where they can't actually, where that energy could be put into like fighting the boss to try and bring its health level down.
Yeah, but it'll be fine. We'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as I say, now that we've got Oren ticking over, we've got the constant bonuses now coming in from all of the things on the Foundry. I think we've got good progress. Ground units, basic tech, 10%. Atrocious Trample, that's a waste. And yeah, these are the boss upgrades. So, yeah. I think definitely once the Sulkadans and Twin Fiend bosses go down, it's the buffs you get from those are just going to be massive, because this one is immunity to debuffs, which makes all of these stages really, really easy, because all the negative modifiers that the stages are throwing out are then nullified. And this one, which is the healing, which is going to be really, really good as well. So being able to auto heal your on the stages.
Well, I don't heal anyway. I don't
Real
take
men
a healer.
don't heal.
No, I haven't been taking a healer. I've picked who I want from that memorandum thing, and I've just latched onto their healers. So I just do pure DPS.
Cunning.
Gets me a little boost in my score.
Yeah, at the expense of theirs. Okay. Anything else we want to cover? I think if you are on global, you have about 6 hours to finish the tower because you
tower.
reset in
Jump
the morning.
on tower. Go to tower. Go to tower. That's what you need to do.
Go to tower.
What tower have we got this time?
We have unblockable boss.
So we have unblockable boss, don't we? Now, I would expect that to be the same when it goes on to global again, but it'd be interesting to see what we get on Tuesday/Wednesday morning when the patch drops, whether this will run over again. This is an ongoing issue where they still haven't fixed it or addressed it, because by the time it gets reported, it's swapping over and they're like, I don't see the problem. Well, no, you don't see the problem because you've just rolled it back again, you half-wits. Please decide what you're doing with your tower.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole problem is that because he's walked such a long way between his slashes, that he's just going to be, and there are so few ground tiles there. I mean, if you had more tacticians and you could move them between the pause points, but then you need,
It's a terrible tag to have.
Yeah.
And it's nice it gets rolled back, but unfortunately they don't roll it back correctly. And it just seems to be when it gets renewed, we have this one, and you've got to wait for the patch to drop for it to be changed over. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, that stage 40 unblockable boss is still ticking over. So expect to see it land on global tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So if you haven't done level 40, wait for the patch to come available on global, and then the level 40 should be normalized again.
Hopefully. Thankfully, having done the now having managed to pass all the stages, and I can quickly tower in 2 days. It's just kind of it's done. I don't have to worry about it. Get all the rewards and move on to other stuff. Like,
it's strange. I always thought every month that was going to change. I thought every month that was going to change when it originally came out.
Yeah,
we were going to have different tags all the time, but it now seems like it's one and done, and they've forgotten about it, and we're moving on.
Well, I think they do update the tags for the stages, but you have to manual them. So what they're saying is you're not forced to redo the stage. However, if you want a challenge, you can go and do it with the new tags.
Okay.
So
I wonder how many people taking that up.
Probably not many, unless they're like looking for content.
Oh, the other thing that might get fixed for us, here's something in the patch, is in the Void Rift epilogue. That
Oh
doesn't
yes.
work.
So
This
there's a
doesn't
bug
work, does
in
it?
Void Rift Epilogue where Ymrit isn't handing out his rewards properly. It seems
Oh
to be
no, this
only
is a different one.
I've heard that Ymrit's not been behaving and he hasn't been handing over rewards. What's the one you want to talk about?
Go right to the little woman who flies down and attacks you all the time. Left, down, 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 just below you.
This one.
There, yeah. So her tags. What tags have you got? Right.
I
Okay.
put her back to
So
her basic stat.
her tags don't work properly.
Right.
So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's one of those ones at the bottom. Yes, the bottom one increases Thunder Beacon's attack by 20%.
Yeah.
Doesn't work properly. It only gives you the 5. So I spent a couple of days doing the guide on it, and it only gives you the 5-point reward, not the 50-point. Yes.
So it claims to do 50, but it only does 5.
Yes. Yes. So when I finally had 700 that worked, and I had a good team for it, and I'd done the guide and everything like that, and boom, ran it through, and I thought, I've got this nailed. How fantastic is that? You have, I don't know, it was like 655. Oh, actually, am I on the leaderboard for that? 655-ish points, something like that. Was it? It went to?
No.
No, there's only one person on the leaderboard now. Is all right? They've abandoned the leaderboard as well. So hopefully that will get fixed as well, because that doesn't work correctly.
Yeah, because I was on the leaderboard for this for a while, and it's gone again.
No one's on it
Unranked
now.
700. Unranked. Something's not working somewhere.
Okay, so there's a lot wrong with that then at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I need to go back and get these extra ancients for doing these stages with tags on. I've only kind of done the very basics.
You might need to. You might need them.
I might. If Orin doesn't come in time, I might be hunting them.
Oh no, I'm 10 short. I'm 10 short.
I'm not 10 short. I'm not 10 short because I'm going to get all my ones from Matrix tomorrow. It's going to be fine. I'm going to have plenty. Cool. Thanks very much for joining us, guys. Do remember to like, share, hype the channel on the way out because it's always fun to do these. Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section about the Siege of Tya, what you think they're doing well, what you think they're not doing well, because we can feed all this back into the devs and let them know what the community actually thinks of this new game mode.
Bye.